What's up, homie?
You can't handle the truth.
Pay that man his money.
Never say never, but never.
Let's go.
Drop it off for y'all if my homies call.
Pittsburgh Steelers fans, Cincinnati Bengals fans, Baltimore Ravens fans, unfortunately, and Cleveland Browns fans who are probably not here because they're probably watching their team play a 7-7 game right now against the Carolina Panthers. Shedeur Sanders has thrown his first touchdown pass in the NFL. Though a preseason game, his first touchdown pass. So we're here tonight. We got some people missing. Big G is out indefinitely. Pay had something come up last minute. So we got the homie from the Running Through the Jungle podcast, one of the live chat fans on this show and the know-it-alls, the homie Tim Lyons in the building. Tim, what's happening, man? Thanks for being with us this evening.
What it do, gentlemen? How you guys doing tonight?
I'm well, man.
Good.
I'm without rest. I'm weary. I'm tired. It's been a long week.
Man, B Dirt, you the hardest working man in show business, man.
It's something, man. It's something. Got to keep the lights on.
I get it, man. I get it. I keep the lights on by turning them off while I'm at home. Saves on the light bill helps. That's how I help out right now. But yeah, man, fellas, what's happening? We got some actual football games to talk about. We got some football camps to talk about. I'm outnumbered today. I feel like I'm a guest on Running Through the Jungle, but at least, on, go ahead.
Oh, wait. I thought we had Browns affiliate now. Where's he at?
Watching the Browns game.
Oh, okay. Can't be bothered. I get it.
Watching the Browns game. Yeah. But nah, man. So only thing about it is two of you guys, but you guys, we got a performance by the Bengals last night to talk about and get into. Among other things, we'll talk about the Ravens game last night. Wish Pay was here because his boy Luke, the kicker, had a good game. We got the Browns playing now, and we'll talk about what some of my expectations are, some of the live chat expectations are for the Steelers tomorrow evening. But before we get started in that, man, you guys got anything you just want to talk about? B Dirt, you usually have some random stuff to bring up and stuff like that, man.
Yeah, Gerald Abney over here hit the nail on the head. He said Dirt hustling for that end of the year bonus season. Yeah, end of fiscal year is already came and gone. I was not hustling for that end of the year bonus. I was celebrating the fact I'm gonna get 100% of it, and got a couple awards from work I had to go down and receive. So it was a good year for the Dirt.
Nice. Congratulations on your awards, man, whatever they are.
We got I'm brands manager. We got brands OpCo of the year and Pizza Italian OpCo of the year. Out of 65, which is, pretty cool. The fun thing was I was nominated for Brands Manager of the Year and finished runner-up. But they put pictures. It was changing the game. Was all of the theme to it. So it was all around sports. So they put our pictures up with stadiums from where our warehouses are, our OpCos.
Oh, no.
And don't you know I got an old picture of Heinz Field right beside my face that they put up for everybody? My least favorite place on earth. Yeah. I might try to share it with you guys here. I'll send it over to my email.
Lucky for you, that place no longer exists anymore, Heinz Field.
Acrisure.
Yeah, now you can just come to Acrisure and take your L's. How about that?
It's still said Hines on the one that they put up for me.
Hey, the ketchup bottle came down, didn't it? That's gone. That's not.
Yeah, they're gone. Yeah, the two ketchup bottles are gone.
Right.
I think they went to the Heinz Museum. If I'm not mistaken.
Heinz has a museum.
Yes, sir.
Where is this located?
Strip District.
Okay. I wasn't aware of that, but it makes sense. Tim, what's up, man? What goes on in the great Northwest, man?
Oh, as you see, it's beautiful weather outside. It's not real hot. Just been working a lot and watching some football, some baseball, and Seahawks fans and Mariners fans up here in Seattle. So, but nothing really much, man. Just living day to day. Just chilling, just relaxing. I watch a lot of like during my off time, I watch a lot of sports. Podcasts and everything across the whole NFL. So, it's great to have that football. Football is back, even though it's preseason, but it's still football. And then we got college football starting here soon too. So I'm excited, waiting to see Notre Dame play Miami here soon. So yeah, I'm just, getting ready for this fall football season to come up.
It is almost close. It's almost close.
See, I put something up down there. They did the dirt dirty.
Oh yeah, man, but it's Pittsburgh.
I get it. I wish I'd have
I guess they
orange at least.
They could have used like a skyline shot, a night skyline shot of Pittsburgh. Those always look nice with the bridges and stuff. But that's an actual portrait, though, right?
PNC Park would have been great. You know what I mean?
PNC Park.
I'd have went with that.
Yeah.
Claude Bishop's already over here complaining. Too many Bengals fans on tonight. That's good.
Claude.
Appreciate your opinions as always, Claude. You never know who's going to get his troll. You know what I mean? He does rotate it around quite a bit.
He does spread it out, no diddy. Claude the man. But yeah, fellas, so we're going to shout out. As we talk about this, I'm also flipping from the Browns, looking at that, a little bit of that. And the Reds are in Pittsburgh, B-Dirt. Got whooped last night by Skeens. First team ever to get 7 hits on Skeens. And yeah.
Still caught
didn't
the
mean anything. Still got the goose egg. Kept stranded runners last night. But yeah, man. So let's shout out some of the folk in the live chat. And then we'll take our first break. B-Dirt come back. I did that to B-Dirt, though. I was getting rid of his portrait.
And you did him dirty.
Too.
And you did him dirty. Kicked him right on out the show.
I guess that's what you'd have to call it.
I guess we need to take a poll and see if Claude's good with just one running through the jungle fan, Bengals fan. I don't know.
It's not too many now, but now B-Dirt's back in the building.
What you throw me out? Enough Bengals get out of here?
Yeah, he did you dirty, bro. He said get out.
It really wasn't that. I was trying to remove your extra box with your portrait in it.
You removed them all.
Yeah, I removed everything. So yeah, man. Let's shout out to live chat. Go to breaking.
Not my first time I've been exited by a bouncer. I'll just leave it at that.
the war stories from nights and life in the streets, man. I know how it is. Jar Devil in the building. Thanks for joining. Everybody, thanks for joining us. Craig Werlow running through the jungles in the live chat. They're also on the show, so live chat. I don't know. Craig Werlow, Robert in the building. Austin's Art. Shout out Austin. Jaime Carlo. Yo. Is it Michael Harak? What up, Steeler Nation? What up, man? Gerald Abney, the aforementioned Gerald Abney. Shout out, Gerald. What's up, man? Yeah, be dirt out there getting that. What do he call you? Sir Lions, Tim.
Sir Lions, yeah, I like that. That's a good ring. I see my wife will start calling me that. I doubt it.
Yeah. Let me know how that works. Let me know how that works. Yeah, Claude in the building. Brought Claude up. Patriot 12. Derpy Entertainment. Shout out, homie. What's happening? What up? Mother of Afton in the building. Let's see. We're about through this. Brandon
Robert
Watson in the building.
Austin Czar. Robert back here a while back asked, "How B-Dirt? How'd you get that name?" It was back in the day, and one of our friends, actually the friend that introduced me to Tate, he came and stayed with me for a couple weeks, and he started calling me B Dirt. Said my car always be dirty, and he just happened to catch a couple of bad weeks. That's all it was. I've had multiple people tell me I'm the only person that should own a black car because I always keep it clean. So I don't know.
But man, a couple of weeks of dirty car and the name is stuck forever.
Well, and the worst part was I was in a rental because I had something that needed to be fixed in my car and I had to order the part. So I didn't really want to go take the rental car and go, clean it down, wax it, and do whatever. I wasn't going to do that with a rental.
We're going to treat it like you treat your own car.
Nah.
I get it, man. But, the homie
Moose didn't care. Yeah, he didn't
big on clean cars. He'll watch a rental. If he's driving it, he'll watch it.
For sure he
will. Let's see. Anybody else I didn't mention? Claude said, no hate here. You two are my favorite Bengals fans, and you're also the only two that I know. See, there he goes again. Compliment with the backslap troll.
I know, right?
Backhanded compliment king right there.
Yeah, thanks, Claude. Appreciate it.
Rob Lightfoot in the building. Shout out, Rob. Thanks for joining us. Mr. Woodsey in the building. Yep. And of course, the chat general, the one and only Afton in the building. Fellas, we're gonna
Kathy
if you watching
over there
on.
too.
Yeah, I said mother of Afton. Did you keep up, B Dirt? That's
not really.
Afton's. No. Afton's mama.
Hold on a second. Mother, got it. Taking notes.
Putting the receipt book.
Just taking notes. Just taking notes so I get it right.
Okay, but no, if you're watching on YouTube, we're not going anywhere. We're about to hear a few. If you listen to audio, about to hear a few words from our partners and advertisers. Pay some bills around this spot. But we'll be right back after this, and we'll get into the football of it all. So just stay with us. We'll be right back. And we're back on the Friday Night Homies podcast with your boy Tate, the homie B Dirt, and his boy and our homie from Running Through the Jungle, Tim Lyons in the building. Here to talk some AFC North football. So we had some games last night, but first I just want to do a collective exercise far as the division goes. So, I follow the. So before you source me, B Dirt, or ask me where my sources are.
All right.
It's from the AFC North Instagram page, AFC North something or another, but Instagram, I just put up different graphics with different things and stuff like that, Okay. So here I want to talk about this because this is all related to week 2 of all the teams' training camps. Just some notes, right? So takeaways from week 2 of training camp. In Cleveland, Jamar Thrash. I almost call that man trash. Name shouldn't be Thrash. Jamar Thrash poised to start in the slot. I saw him drop a ball a little while ago. Drop a pass. No did he? A few minutes ago. Joey Porter Jr. looks more comfortable for the Steeler news. Keith Mitchell, the running back, faster than he was pre-injury. Maybe he has a bionic knee or something. Jamar Stewart has impressed early. You guys put a pin in that. We're going to talk about that. Schlesinger has stood out the most among other rookies for the Browns. He's a linebacker. I think he's from Ohio State. Is Schlesinger from Ohio State?
Yeah.
No.
Yep. Yes, he was.
What?
Schlesinger was from Ohio State.
I think he was too. Name sound familiar. I mean, not saying I couldn't be wrong, but I'm going with Tim this time, be there because he's making me sound right. So
Well, I think he
really
went
don't
to
know.
UCLA. I'm looking it
Okay.
up right now. Yeah, he played for UCLA as a walk-on.
Wow.
I thought he
Big
went
Dirt
from
right once again.
I thought he went from Ohio State.
There's somebody with a name similar to that, Tim, that
Similar
played Ohio
to it.
State.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Carson
Darnell
Schlesinger.
Washington stock rises for the Steelers. He's looking good in camp. We'll get back to that. We'll talk about the Steelers. Kenny Pickett leads QB competition, just not now because he's injured, not playing tonight. Malachi Starks, the safety for the Ravens, is turning heads. Obviously looking real good. Pay was supposed to be here to talk about Ravens camp, but I'll take their word for it. Our rookie, Derek Harmer, has looked really impressive. Bengals, Jermaine Burton has been a standout player. So note that. UDFA, Luke Floria is a hidden gem. Don't know. He's a wide receiver. Don't know who he is, though. And Jalen Ramsey makes splash plays in Steelers camp. So there are those things. Want to ask you guys' opinion on this. Right here, we got the top 10 rankings for AFC North interior defensive linemen. There's one bingo on here, BJ Hill. Isn't he coming back off injury?
Yeah.
Do you guys think there should be another bingo in there somewhere? And if so, for who?
I think Slayton will end up on this list.
Slayton.
TJ Slayton, the guy we picked up from
Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I vaguely remember him. So who would be knocked off the list?
I mean, the way they've got it ranked here, Broderick Washington, but they've also got rookies, at 3 and 5. I think that's hard to say, especially interior linemen, whether it be offense or defense. There's a learning curve in the NFL. Guys are just stronger and bigger. And like you'll see splashes from both those guys. I think both those guys are going to be very good players. But for a rookie to be in a top 5, that would be a feat. Not very guys come in and just a dominant off front in the interior.
I can agree with Brandon on the TJ Slayton because Slayton last year, I believe he was number 1 in run stop percentage with 48, 49%, whatever the hell it was, something like that. I think he could sneak in that list. And of course, how can you really put those, all these ratings and all that stuff that ESPN and PFF and NFL, they're all putting these ratings and rankings out. That's all a bunch of BS. It's what they think they know until these rookies get on the field. We don't know until they're actually on the field. Come on. It's like playing Madden football and these rookies come on and they're bitching and moaning about their ratings, being so low, but they're better than what they think they are. We can think that all we want, but until they're on the field, there's nothing to really, these ranking stuff, it just slides off my back.
Fine.
Definitely big fine, man. Sheesh. All right. Okay. Tim, but what's that do? All this stuff that we're talking about is getting exactly what they want us to do. We're talking about it.
Yeah. It's clickbait. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because there's no real football yet. Though there's football just started this weekend. I mean, it gives us another narrative to talk about.
Yeah.
So the other thing I just wanted to ask is the alternative helmets for this year. Who's got the best one?
Bengals.
Come on, man.
Look at
That's
that
silly.
white and black. Come on.
Now, I will say this. I'll give the Browns most improved this year. And I will give the Ravens last place. I think I like the Steelers helmet a little bit better than I do the Ravens.
I like the Steelers one better than the Browns. I think.
I think you're right. It's probably
the
Bengals
bottom,
1,
yeah.
Steelers 2, Browns 3, Ravens 4 for me.
It's vice versa with the Browns and the Ravens for me. For me. So, but I think
the Browns are last for you too.
Yeah, I think the Browns.
I like the Ravens regular
it's
helmet.
doo-doo brown, bro.
How about this? I think I might like the regular Ravens helmet better than the alternative, where it's vice versa for the Browns. I think the Browns having a brown helmet instead of not having any brown in their uniform whatsoever is an upgrade.
Yeah.
I think I like you guys alternate, but we've seen it for the past couple years. So
it's so clean though, Tate.
It
like
that
all white,
it's
all white uniform and black stripes. Then that white and black helmet with the black stripes on the white. It's so clean, man.
And they do a whiteout for the game.
That uniform looks really, really good. It does. Give you credit for that with those helmets. And 2 years ago was the talk of the league, right?
So is that the helmet that you're going to be wearing with your soccer jersey?
Oh, well, our actual retro uniform is a combination of all the throwback jerseys. That's why. And the first thing I said, it looks like a soccer jersey too. That's the first thing I said. So I get what you're talking about. But when I found out the history and this piece of the jersey came from this and this piece of the jersey came from that, I was a little more understanding of it. So,
Yeah. And like for me, like I know I'm a Bengals fan and I love the white, the clean uniform and the helmet and everything. My favorite NFL uniform of all the NFL is that damn Detroit Lions alternate uniform. That uniform is just so tight. Yeah, the gray with that helmet too. Oh, it just looks great.
Sick.
Yeah.
I think Baltimore's helmet could have been better. Like it's just too much purple on purple. If they had a white helmet with that purple raven and like purple stripes going down the middle of the helmet, it would just really pop and stand out more. That would be my idea for Baltimore. What I like about the Steelers helmet, they've had the yellow helmets 10, 12 years ago with the bumblebees, but they kind of messed. Now they have the gray face mask, like the old school Steelers helmet. They didn't have that the last time, but now
the old yellow helmet, did it have the Steelers logo on it too, or did it just have the number?
No, it had the logo on it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right, well, let's talk about some football, guys. Which one? Let's look at it. So, the Browns are playing now. Like I said, Shedeur Sanders threw his first touchdown. We'll visit that more towards the end. Just give a quick update of where that game is at by the time we're done. So let's talk about you guys last night, man. I'll just say this. The Bengals lost a 34-27 game. I'll let you guys talk about it just from what I noticed. Joe Burrow, 9-10, 130 yards.
123 and 3 touchdowns, yeah. What it 3
tubs or 2 tubs? 2 tubs. 2
Yeah.
tubs. Jamar Chase, 4 for 77 in the tub. How many series did they play? Just 2?
They played the first quarter.
They played 2 series, right?
The 2 series, first quarter. Yeah.
Okay, no, they obviously look great. Looked in midseason form. And I think everybody and everybody's mama knew that the Bengals offense was going to be like that, plenty of firepower.
Listen, even though they were playing the second string for the Eagles, that's the best our offense has looked early in 5 years. And it's the first time in 4 or 5 years that Joe Burrow had an actual offseason to prepare, not just to rehab.
Yeah, I agree. That Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, that starting offense just looked they looked great. They went out there, they executed. Run game didn't look too bad. I think Chase Brown had 5 carries for like 23, 24 yards. So he was like 4 point some yards a carry. The offense looked great. And on the other hand, the other side of the ball, not so much.
Yeah, and here's the weird part to me. I saw some flashes on defensive line from a few guys that were promising. I thought our linebackers, for the most part, showed some flashes and seemed to tackle well as well. But our defensive backfield looked porous, looked really bad.
Yeah, they looked confused out there, honestly. They just, it didn't matter if we went in out there in man or zone. It just, that secondary was just like, what are we doing out here?
Yep. So that's going to be a big thing to keep an eye on for sure. Because I don't think right now we got a little bit of pressure on the quarterback. Jamar Stewart looked good. But it's one of those things like, I don't think we have that kind of pass rush to make up for poor play in the defensive backfield.
Yeah. With us missing that, big piece of Trey Hendrickson, it's going to be continuously be an issue. Jamar Stewart went out there. He had a tackle for loss on a run play, which was good to see. He had some quarterback pressures, but other than that, there were some plays
and no sacks.
No sacks. But like on some plays, he looked like he was not. He just showed up to camp this week. This past week anyway. Mm-hmm. So it's not like he got a full reps and everything in there. But I think once he gets it, and then because Trey Hendrickson's working with him as well, he could end up being a force on the Bengals defensive line, but who knows?
If nothing else, he's going to look good getting off the bus.
Yeah.
He looks the part, Tate. He looks the part.
We're talking about Jamar Stewart, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, so just, I watched the first few drives because, I'm back and forth from the football and the Reds Pirates game last night. But what'd you guys think be there of our boy Taj Brooks when he got in? What'd you think of him?
I told Tim in camp they made the stylistic comparison with Emmitt Smith to Taj Brooks. And while he may look a little bit like him in pads or whatever, his running style is totally different to me. Emmitt Smith was kind of known for running between the tackles, but never really getting hit head on or hit hard. He was able to dodge and avoid the big hits. Taj Brooks out there giving out the big hits. Like he seeks that collision. Yeah. So I liked it. Now I liked the kind of dual threat there with Chase Brown and having that yin and yang kind of set up in our backfield.
Yeah.
And I think he'd do even better if we had a right guard. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. He honestly, Taj Brooks should have actually had more yards, but Rivers, one of our rookies, came in and he decided to put his hands and hold, and 10 yards got called back for Taj after he had a great run. And like in our text messages, I told Brandon, I said, I'm loving Taj Brooks because he looks for contact. He don't shy away from it. He's out there. He wants to hit somebody.
He's going to get the tough yards.
Yeah, he definitely will. I think, as of right now, I think they have him listed as RB3. I think it's what they have him listed as. But I think he's going to end up working his way into RB2. And, I seen him doing some pass blocking, great pass blocking. He went out there. There was a play action, and he went out for the screen pass and caught the screen pass and got like 5 or 6 yards, whatever it was. But I'm looking forward to seeing what Taj Brooks can do in the future.
Gerald Abney over here asked, do y'all feel the O-line is better? Tim, I'll let you start with that.
No, like Brandon said, we need a right guard. Our guards are our problem. It's been a problem. Fairchild, we drafted.
I thought he played pretty well.
He did. He played
Even the
fairly well.
penalty he got, I thought was a BS penalty. I thought he played well. And I thought he was more agile in the run game for sure than what we've had the past few years.
Yeah. Fairchild, like I said, we drafted him. He's a piece that we've just putting into our offense. Our other guards, we got Lucas Patrick, a journeyman of guards. Sometimes he's, a pro bowler and sometimes he's not. And he was just hurt not too long ago as well. So is that a piece that maybe we'll plop in there at right guard or left guard, or wherever they decide to put him? Or, we have Rivers that we just drafted also, and Cody Ford and Volson as well. But I'm not like that right guard position. It's been an issue for us for the last couple of years because we had the worst right guard in all of NFL football last year.
Pass blocking. He had the worst pass blocking grade in NFL.
Yeah, and now he's a Las Vegas Raider. So, we're just trying to fill in that position. But, it's the preseason, and let's see what, we got a couple more games left of the preseason. So let's see how they evolve this game.
Yeah, I agree with Austin's art there. I think Fairchild is a beast. I'm a little bit higher on our offensive line totally. I really think Fairchild, I think, is going to get nothing but better. Obviously, first preseason game as a rookie. I think Amarius Mims is starting to really come into his own. I think right tackle is going to be sewed up. Orlando Brown Jr. was probably having the best year of his career last year when he got injured. So I like all but one spot, but that offensive line has to work cohesively. But I think we're better. We're just not quite perfect. If you looked at the first down throw that Jamar Chase caught on the right sideline, the right guard missed a swim move, a complete whiff, but Joe Burrow is able to cover that up. Gets the ball out on time.
Yeah. And then that touchdown pass to Jamar Chase too. Blitz was coming in and nobody blocked him, and Joe Burrow just did what Joe Burrow does and got that ball out to Jamar, and Jamar, it was done.
Yeah. Gerald Abney says, Mims was catching bodies out there. And big boy,
huge,
big boy.
So, as far as the defense guys, you guys kind of commented on that. Did you guys agree that the secondary didn't look that good?
Yeah. No, they looked terrible.
What did the starters play at all?
Yeah, Cam Taylor-Britt is nursing an injury.
And Dax Hill didn't play.
And Dax Hill did not play. He's coming back from last year's injury. The problem is, and Tate, I'm here to tell you, man, the problem right now in our secondary is a Michigan man. DJ Turner ain't getting it done right now.
He was a second-round pick, wasn't he?
Yes, and I thought DJ Ivy looked better than he did coming back from an injury.
Well, I'm partial on that because when I watched DJ Ivy last night, I know he's coming back from an injury. I know he missed a lot of time last year. There were some plays that he just got turned around and they were losing.
There was one he got turned around on. It was the guy saying it was almost the similar move as to what Jamar Chase scored on, where the wide receiver caught it, stopped, and turned the other way. And instead of being able to pivot out of that, he got turned completely around. That always is a bad look.
Yeah. And we got, we have a lot of, I won't say young. Oh, well, yeah, actually, we have a lot of young guys back there. A lot of young guys. Fig Newton, rookie from last year. He played fairly well. But he did get kind of, shadowed by the big catch by the tight end. But, the tight end's like 6'7", and what are you going to do? But hopefully we see some.
Shout out to the triple OG Shannon White. Said this sounds like a Bengals love fest. Shannon, I'm starting to agree.
I can give you a hug,
I mean,
Shannon.
We cover AFC North here, so we normally cover all the teams. There's 17 other shows on this channel. If you just want to hear about one team, I think Shannon, I think you're on 4 of them.
This is true, but you guys have been going on about 12.
You keep asking questions. We've stopped 3 times, and you ask another question.
Okay, let's talk about Baltimore real quick. Real quick. The Ravens played the Colts last night.
Yeah.
Most interesting thing out of that game was Anthony Richardson got hurt.
On the first play from scrimmage, the Colts rotated their defense to the left and left Okajobo off the right edge unblocked. And it's to the right. It's to his, not to his blind side, to his right. And he got
destroyed.
But
never saw it.
I heard the tight end and the tackle did the right thing. Like he was just supposed to get rid of it quick. Like he made the wrong read and took a hit because of it.
Well, that may be true, but I will tell you this: if you watch the replay of it, the left tackle is standing there with no one in front of him, and the right tackle came in off the right edge. So maybe that's what they wanted to do, but they had an extra blocker with nobody in front of them. That's
definitely what I heard today. I forgot what the play was called, but it was designed. It was going to be like some type of screen pass or tight end screen or something. He has to, let the rush come in and get it off quick. But
I honestly believe it was we went Daniel Jones as our quarterback play. I think that's what it was.
Say it again now.
I said I honestly believe it was we want Daniel Jones or Daniels as our or whatever his name is.
Danny Dimes.
Yeah, Danny Dimes as our quarterback. That's what the play was. Nobody was blocking him. He came in there and ate lunch. Just ate lunch.
But that was the intent of not to let him get hit, but to let the man release come free so they could get this screen off. He just didn't get it off.
Yep, too slow.
They made it sound like he wasn't reading the defense properly or was running the wrong play in his head or something. I don't know, but the blame I believe is on the quarterback from what I've read and heard today on different outlets and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I was most impressed with, since Page's not here, we're not gonna stay long on the Ravens. No, did he again? Wow. Since Page's not here, we're not going to talk a lot about the Ravens. But their kicker, Loop, I feel like he had a good game. He had like a 57-yarder. He missed one, but he came right back and nailed the next one. What was the final score of that game? 24-16, was it?
Yeah, something like that.
I got it right here. 24-16. Yeah, so I think the Ravens defense looks really good. Earlier, they looked really good. I mean, they put Richardson out. They didn't really give up a lot. I mean, I think the Colts got one of their touchdowns in the third half. I actually have a cousin that plays for the Colts, undrafted free agent, number 35. Forget my little cousin's name. Stad's my cousin, so he's my little cousin. Is it? I'll tell it before the end of the show. But yeah, he played decent last night. Secondary guy, corner.
For the Ravens?
No, for the Colts.
Colts? Okay.
Yeah, played come out of Tulane. But yeah, so the Ravens looked about as expected. They didn't play a lot of people. Played some people on defense. And I want to bring this up. Then we'll transition, take a break, and I'll come back and talk about the Steelers. If you guys have any questions, we'll wrap it up that way.
I did think Keaton Mitchell looked pretty good last night too.
He did. The little running back. Yeah, somebody said he has a bionic knee and he's gotten faster. So he was already fast.
He was already fast. It looks like he put on some muscle over the offseason. He looked good. I liked it.
Yeah. This, guys, would you guys change anything on this? So Another from the same AFC North source, tier list. So if you look at it, you give 4 points for being in the first column, being in first place, 3 points for being in the second column, 2 points, and then 1 point for the fourth column. And the tallies are at the bottom. As you just look at this and see where your team ranks and where teams rank, is there any position that's listed here that you would change?
Yeah.
And for those who listen on audio, is ranking 1 through 4 in the division, the QB position for each team, the running back position, the wide receiver position, tight end position, defense in its totality, and head coach.
I'll say this, that tight end position, if you look at tight end rooms, now with us having Gesicki and Noah Fant, but when you look at what everybody else in the league has, I think that all 4 of those tight end rooms are very close. So it's kind of a toss up there, but call me a homer, call me what you will.
We will. Go ahead.
I don't think anybody's got a better quarterback than us.
Okay. That's fair. I mean, there at least is an argument there. Yeah. I mean, but
I think that our running back room, I would put us at 2 ahead of you guys.
Oh wow!
I would. All right, okay, so let's talk about you're hanging your hat on a rookie,
and you are too, partially as a number 2 to get tough yards. Jaylen Warren is better than Chase Brown right now.
Well, Chase Brown had almost 1,000 yards rushing last year.
He played number 1 for most of the year.
No, after week 8.
For most of the year, he was your number 1 guy.
But after
week 8, half
allow me to say this. Hold on, Bengals guys. Allow me to say this. Jaylen Warren is the only player in the NFL in his first 3 years to average 5 yards every time he touches the ball. Every single time. Rush play, pass reception, every time he touches the ball.
His career rushing average right now is 4.8.
So then his passing must be, his reception yards must be a little better because every time he touches the ball, he averages more than 5 yards. What's Chase Brown's rushing average? Is it 4.8?
No, it's exactly what his was last year, I believe. Hold on a second. 4.3, which is what Warren's was last year.
So in the passing game, he's still a monster. Every time he touches the ball, 5 yards for 3 straight years. And he'll get the load and our second guy. So I'm saying Jaylen Warren's better than Chase Brown right now. And we're counting on a rookie to get some tough yards and be the guy like you. So the fact that I feel like Jaylen Warren is better than Brown right now, I'm going to give the Steelers running back room over the Bengals.
Brown had over 900 rushing yards and over 516 in receiving last year. Had 7 touchdowns. Had 5 receiving. So he had 12 total touchdowns.
How many total touches, receptions, and rushes?
About 285. Something like that.
Yeah, he had 229. He had 229 carries as rushing, and he had 54 receptions, targeted 65 times.
Jaylen Warren had 120 carries and receptions. I'm not finding the receptions. Okay, 38. So 120.
I would just say this:
158.
It's not clear cut. I'll tell you that.
No, I just think 3 years of production versus 1 nice year beats what you're saying.
Yeah, Jaylen Warren had 120 carries for 511 yards. He had 38 receptions for 310.
Okay. So 158 touches versus how many touches? 289, you said?
Yeah, but it's the
229
same output per reception. Like you're gonna penalize somebody for having the same amount of output per, but having more attempts. That's crazy.
Well, but you say he's better, so I'm going over the totality of the career with over 5 yards every time you touch the ball. That's the differentiation right there to me. For guys that are close, they have the same play style, same kind of body type and everything. I just think Jalen Warren's a little better right now. Don't mean that Chase Brown can't, elevate, be trending forward now that he's going to be the guy. And Jalen Warren the same. I don't think Jalen Warren will be the guy for a long time this year. I think third down back is more his role, and we'll see him transition into that.
And let's not forget Chase Brown. That's only his second year.
Right, like Jalen Warren's third year. That's what I'm getting at, Tim.
Well, I'm not arguing with you about that, Tate. What I'm saying though is his first year in the league, he was behind Joe Mixon.
That Tate was a little zesty.
Yeah, and so then his second year, he started off behind Zach Moss, and then he came in full time after Zach Moss got hurt after week 8. So it's to be determined, is what I'm going to say.
Okay, so when you say better, I'm going on what's already been put out there. There we go.
Okay,
we agree to disagree.
You're damn right.
I'm gonna put another receipt. Hold on, I gotta put a receipt down. Hold on, I got a receipt. So I'll put a receipt down at the 47-minute mark here.
So QB, though it's close, because I think he got robbed of his third MVP last year. I'll go Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, but they're two of the top 4 quarterbacks in the league. So like you're flipping coins really at that point.
But we can also make the argument here at quarterback too. Yeah, we all know Jackson's got 2 MVPs.
And I said he got robbed of a third last year.
Okay, but he still hasn't made it to the Super Bowl, and he's only won how many playoff games?
I don't know, probably about the same as Joe Burrow now, I would imagine.
All right, I just wrote in the I just wrote down here in the receipt book that after this season, Chase Brown will average over 5 yards, at least 5 yards or more per touch after his third season in the pros.
Okay. So the quarterback room, I agree with. You can say 1A, 1B, but so it goes, for those listening, it goes, they have Lamar Jackson rank 1, Joe Burrow 2, Aaron Rodgers 3, and the guy in Cleveland 4. Running back room. We were just debating that difference between 2 and 3. This has the Bengals at 3, the Steelers at 2, the Ravens at 1 with Derrick Henry, and the Browns at 4. Wide receiver room. The Bengals are at 1, no doubt, completely agree. Steelers at 2. I think that's the DK Metcalf factor, because he's way better than the number 1 receivers on both the Ravens and the Browns. But then the Ravens are 3rd in receivers, the Browns are 4th. So that's 3 4s for the Browns, where they're in last place for QB, for running back, for wide receivers. So I'm not expecting a lot of offense from those guys. Tight end, it's the only place I would make a change.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And I would put the Steelers 2. I mean, I think the addition of Jonnu Smith and Pat Freiermuth and was what he look, you guys don't necessarily know, but what he's looked like in camp, and Darnell Washington, the big kid out of Georgia, is going to be used in the pass game more this year. And I really like Noah Fant, and I know what Gesicki can do in the pass game. So I'd flip.
With the Ravens though, right now you have Mark Andrews, and then what's his name? Isn't he hurt and done for the? And isn't he hurt and done for the season, or is he
no? He'll be back by like week 1 or 2. He'll be back.
And is Mark Andrews going to be the Mark Andrews of the past, or is he going to start downgrading?
He could start regressing. I mean, but all we know is the Mark Andrews we've seen. He did drop the last pass that would have tied the game in the playoff game, but still Mark Andrews. So I had that's why I'm going with Baltimore still 1, put Pittsburgh 2, Cincinnati 3, Cleveland 4. I know they have the guy, they got Njoku and they drafted the kid Finn, and they got some big. They got some. The whole division had a nice tight end room.
That's
period.
what I was saying.
Yeah, I mean, so I guess you're just, picking your flavor. Defense, I agree. Though I think the Steelers, by the time we get halfway through the season, will pass the Ravens. But two great defense. I think two top 10 definite defenses, and maybe both in the top 5. The Browns were looking decent when I was watching them. They got some players over there. Denzel Ward, Myles Garrett, got the Mason Graham out of Michigan. They have some players over there. So I think their defense is stronger than the Bengals. The Bengals defense is ranked 4. Head coaching, I'm always going to probably get a nod to Mike Tomlin in this division, though Harbaugh is really good. Kevin Stefanski has won Coach of the Year 2 times, and I think that's optically what he has done with the Browns. And you get bonus points when you're the head coach of the Browns, and they're decent. But he's a good offensive coach. And Zach Taylor, you guys coach, he has Joe Burrow. I mean, no Joe Burrow, no good coach. So I think that those are correct. Would you guys?
No Joe Burrow. He's probably an offensive coordinator somewhere.
No, I think you're probably right.
At a high school or college.
Whoa!
I think you're probably right.
I didn't go that far.
But I mean, yeah. But I mean, is he, or was he just getting on the hot wave of the Sean McVay train?
For sure.
Oh yeah,
for sure. And you can see why. I mean, I would probably take that chance too if I was hiring a head coach. Hire somebody from McVay, especially the timing of which he did. I mean, it was
right.
It was a hot tree to come from.
Right. No, it definitely was. Yeah. No, I get why he got the job. I mean, but I don't think he's as good as Green Bay's coach, LaFleur.
No.
You know, I mean, same kind of coach. I'm just saying that he's done it consistently with Jordan Love versus this guy. I don't think he could win games without Joe Burrow. But
yeah,
a lot of coaches like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now talk about the Steelers. You guys got any Steeler questions real quick? So just to make it fast and easy, no Diddy, but still.
Question. Listen, my favorite thing so far that I've heard this past week or so from Steelers camp was Aaron Rodgers, talking about my boy Roman Wilson, saying he's got to get out of his own head and just trust himself and make plays instead of worrying about getting his approval for things. He's got all the skills. So that was I know something's holding him back because I've seen him in action, seen him play, and he's a great wide receiver. So I was glad to hear that come from Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, no, he did say that. He likes Roman Wilson, and Roman Wilson, his last 2 or 3 practices have been really good. He's one of the guys I'm anxious to see tomorrow night in Jacksonville, because Jacksonville for the first few series, maybe the first quarter, are playing their ones. The Steelers aren't playing Aaron Rodgers, aren't playing DK Metcalf, aren't playing Jalen Warren, Freiermuth.
Will Howard's hurt, isn't he?
And Will Howard is hurt for at least 3 weeks. He could be back for the last preseason game. Bummer for him. He had a chance to broke his finger on the QC exchange. Yeah. Still cannot fire the pass and completed it. When he got through the pass, he was holding his hand like something was wrong. They x-rayed it. Got like a dislocated broken finger or something on his throwing hand. So, but man, have you guys seen? I make sure I haven't missed any super. Claude got just coming to make sure I didn't miss any super chats, and I see Claude has one up.
Oh shit!
Let me just do this. Okay. All right. How is Tomlin the best coach in the division? He hasn't won a playoff game in 8 years. I'm just asking for a friend. Thanks for the $5 super chat, Claude. I think you just look at the resumes. He's beat Harbaugh more times than Harbaugh has beaten him, and that's a historic rivalry. He has 1 Super Bowl. Harbaugh has 1 Super Bowl, and he's beat Harbaugh more. So when you talk about the division in totality, I think you have to give it to Tomlin because of that. Not that there's not other good coaches in the division, but we're ranking them 1 through 4. Going to go with Tomlin. You have some Tomlin hate and trolls and Claude all the time, so I get it. But, thanks for the $5 super chat to ask a troll-worthy question. But, yeah, no, he is, though. He is. I mean, and I bet if you took a players poll in the division, they'd say the same thing. But if you took an assistant coaches poll in the division, a lot of guys are probably, you might get some hardball in there, but those are the most experienced guys. They're the most proven guys, even though Zach Taylor's been to a Super Bowl. Kevin Stefanski's won Coach of the Year twice. Like I said, he's starting it with a deficiency. So when he just goes from a negative to a positive, he's looking really good.
Zach Taylor's been to a Super Bowl, but he's also 11-21 versus the division.
Oh yeah, well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
That's something, man. I mean, Stefanski got to be close to the same, don't he?
Gotta be something like that.
Yeah, it can't be. I mean,
I know Tomlin.
Zach Taylor's 11-21 in the division.
Yep.
Yeah.
In 4 seasons, then.
In like the last 3 or 4 seasons,
5 seasons.
Zach Taylor's 1-12, 1-13 in the first 2 weeks. Also.
Yeah, well, I think you guys broke away from that last night by playing some of the starters and stuff.
Kevin Stefanski is 11-11 versus the AFC North.
And Zach Taylor's 11-21?
Yep.
I never would have guessed that one. Never. Wow. Yeah, so that even says more. Joe Burrow's the man.
2 years ago when Burrow got hurt, we went 0-5.
Yeah, and that's when that kid was playing good. You guys backup quarter Browning,
yeah.
And he didn't look as good last night. He's playing against third teamers, but Desmond Ridder came in and looked surprisingly well.
Browning is working himself to third string.
You're saying Browning was trash.
Yeah, Browning was trash. Yeah, if he keeps playing the way he is, he's gonna find himself on the third string.
All right, I've been waiting to use this one, Tim. You gave me the perfect opportunity.
Do it.
Let's go.
Let's get this train back on the tracks. We're not back on the Bengals. We're on the Steelers track.
Go ahead. I'll shut up.
But yeah, man, I made that one for Big G and Shannon because those guys are always going off the rails.
Mm-hmm.
But no, man. So far as Steelers go, none of those the big name players are playing.
So why aren't they playing Rodgers, Tate?
Aaron Rodgers, 20-year veteran. He needs one half of preseason, not the first game.
Okay. To quote your Tomlinism here, Tomlin said those guys don't need as long of a runway in order to catch flight. That's what he said.
Yeah, like Cam Hayward's not playing, Patrick Queen's not playing, Jalen Ramsey, Slay, Porter. Like, we're going to see a lot of backups to see what kind of depth we're going to have because Jacksonville are starting out with the starters and we're starting out with very few stars. So that makes it more interesting to me. I mean, I want to see what guys look like they're going to play, but I want to know what some of these guys, when we're talking about guys that are fighting for positions and who looks like what, because I know none of the guys I named are going to be cut.
Yeah.
Let me see the competition between the other 30 guys that are fighting to make the roster. So I can just, get a kind of an understanding of what those guys can do. As far as the defense goes, as far as offense goes, I'm looking forward to seeing how I think the line will play the first quarter, except for Siamalu. He's sitting because he's a vet. He's sitting, but we have an experienced third-year guy. Spencer Anderson is going to be filling in for him. So I'm anxious to see because the line is young, anxious to see how they look in the first quarter. And the rookie running back, Caleb Johnson, we'll see how he looks. Defensively, Harmon's going to play. We're hearing a lot of good stuff out of Steeler camp about Y.A. Black from Iowa, the big 6'7", 325 pound. Like he's getting pushed. He's 6'7", getting his hands up, blocking a lot of passes in practice and all kinds. So I'm anxious to see those two guys and Jack Sawyer because T.J. Watt's not playing, Alex Highsmith's not playing, Nick Herbig's not playing.
Is Hayward at camp?
Hayward is at camp. Yeah, Hayward's at camp.
And is he participating?
He participated early. He hasn't participated, but he's 36 years old. He wouldn't be doing much more than he's doing anyway. He's involved in meetings and talking to guys.
So the rumor's not true that he's not participating. He's looking for more money.
You know, he's looking for more money, but he's not participating because of it.
All
you
right.
know, so yeah, and he's grossly underpaid. And I'm glad you brought that up, Kim. I'll just briefly talk about that. Cam Hayward was slotted to make 14 million or 13.8 million or something this year.
You're right.
He made about 15. I think he signed a 2-year, $29 million deal. So whatever. Last year's money was guaranteed. This year's money's not. 13 million. He's the 22nd. That 13 million, 13.8 makes him the 22nd highest paid interior defensive lineman in the league. He's first team All-Pro. The contract was non-guaranteed, so he's absolutely within right to ask for more money if he outplayed the contract. If the Steelers want to cut him because he didn't live up to their expectations last year, they would do that, no problem. So, you know, he's not making it a deal. He's at practice. He's participated the first week. He wouldn't be, like I said, he wouldn't be involved in a lot of drills. Before the past 2 days, he's been doing all the individual drills and stuff and talking to the young guys and all that stuff. But, you know, still, let's go ahead and give him $3-4 more million, bump him up a little bit, and let's go ahead and play football. I think that'll happen. Chris Boswell also wants a new deal. He didn't have any guaranteed money left in his contract, and he's paid the number 12 kicker in the league. And I think we know since the fall of Justin Massage Table Tucker, I think we know that Chris Boswell is probably, if not the best, top 2, 3 at worst kickers in the league. So yeah, go ahead and give him a kicker bump. You know what I mean? So yeah, just looking forward to seeing the addition of Chuck Clark, the safety that we got that used to play for the Jets, but formerly he played his best years in Baltimore. We need another safety. We want to see what he looks like tomorrow with Juan Thornhill. We got an ex-Raven and a Brown back there in the secondary as far as his safety. Deshaun Elliott's not going to play. So it's a lot of people not playing. So we can see a lot of good young talent, and I'm really excited about seeing that tomorrow. Yeah, but that's about it for the Steelers and my expectations of seeing the young guys, not expectations, but my desire to see the young guys, and then I can have expectations from there. So yeah, we'll see what they're working with tomorrow. We'll get to see Travis Hunter. I don't know if Trevor Lawrence is going to start. I know they're starting their defense, and yeah, so we'll just have to wait to see. I heard Jacksonville started in their starters though, like in totality is what I heard, but they got new coaching regime and stuff there, so we don't have film to go by and all that kind of stuff. So we'll just see who grows out there.
I got a fact checked here for you, Tate. Mr. Woodside said, I disagree on this one. I think Cam signed less than 1 year ago. I looked it up here on Sport Track. Cam Hayward signed a 2-year agreement going into the 2020. In 2024, a 2-year, $29 million contract with the Pittsburgh Steelers, including 14.7 in signing bonus, $16 million guaranteed, and an average annual salary of 14.5 in 2025. Hayward will earn a base salary of 1.3 and a roster bonus of 13.45 while carrying a cap hit of 19.65. So yeah, no, you were spot on.
Yeah, I knew. I mean, I didn't know about the roster bonus and all that. I know the 2 years broke down. What he had left this year is non-guaranteed, and if he can come to the table, want to renegotiate, like the Steelers say, "Oh, you didn't play up to the money we gave you. Want you to take a cut?" They would do that too. So you know.
Yeah, Mr. Woodside said he thought it was less than a year ago, so I wanted to make sure that.
No, it was going into last year. The 2-year deal was not going to last year. This would be the second year of the deal, but he clearly outplayed the deal from last year by making first team All-Pro. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, so I think he's entitled to it because, you know, the team.
He ain't fell off yet. Yeah.
He hadn't fell off yet. They didn't want to pay him because, you're coming back from a surgery. This was from 2023 into going into last year. Coming back from a surgery, you're getting older. And Cam said, well, I'll get back to where I was, and I'll be damned he got back to first team All-Pro. So, and all they got to do is bump him $3 or $4 million for another year or two. You rework something, make more cap room for something else. Go ahead and do that. Yeah. You're not paying the quarterback for another 5 years, probably.
Well, and Craig Werlow says there are fans calling Hayward a POS, which is so wrong. Couldn't agree with you more. Number one, all the stuff. I live in Pittsburgh. All the stuff he does to the piece of
okay, got it.
dung. So I couldn't agree with you more. I live in Pittsburgh. All the stuff he does in the community, outreach programs for youth that are underprivileged. And then you start going back through his contracts. Underpaid on this contract. Signed his last contract in 2015. 6 years, $59 million. Underpaid on that contract. Like this is a guy, his first rookie contract, 4 years, $6 million. This is a guy that's always taking a team-friendly deal and does a lot in the community. I agree with Craig Werlow on this one. And that's me sticking up for an Ohio State Buckeye and Steeler. It's a good dude.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Shannon says slippery slope. Again, I don't think it's slippery slope because it's not wasn't a guarantee for this year. If he hadn't played well, the Steelers would say take a pay cut or retire. They kind of forced Troy Polamalu into retiring and stuff like that. I remember all this stuff. So he's perfectly entitled. They had the cap space, give him his $3 or $4 million. Maybe he plays another year after this one and just, go ahead and be happy with it. So I'm all about players getting their money when money's there to get. Okay, but with that being said, fellas, we're about to get on out of here, man. Thanks, Tim, for filling in. Appreciate you.
No problem. No problem.
B Dirt as usual, man. Don't got to thank you. You're here every week, mostly.
Listen, man, if we have Tim on, I might take the night off from now on. I don't want everybody in the chat fam over here to get butthurt because there's two Bengals fans on here outnumbering the Steelers fans.
Right, and you know what? Tate called me.
Snowflakes.
Tate asked me, and he knew B Dirt was going to be here, but he asked me to be on here. So
everybody can blame it on Pay. He's the one that caught off last minute.
Good to see you too, old Mama Ford. Nice to see you.
Tim Claude says honor your contract.
I don't have a contract. I never signed a contract in my entire podcasting career yet.
I think he's talking about Cam. I'm sure he's talking about Cam. But yeah, Tim, Claude, it's not a matter of honoring the contract. It's honored of if you go to work every day and you outperform everybody around you that you work with, you're gonna feel like, man, I deserve more pay. And I get it. I don't know how to read.
Yeah, Craig Werlow, I can promise you right now that's why he keeps looking up.
That is why. We were up 2-1.
Pirates 3, Reds 2 in the night.
I see it right here with 2 outs now. We were up 2-1 in the 8th.
Hey, when I got done with my point and I had to throw an extra sentence or two in there to wait for you to come back, I knew something was going on with the Reds. You weren't not paying attention to me for the Browns. I knew that much.
Yeah, but no. So, all right, fellas. Well, thanks everybody for rocking with us. Until next week on the homies, check us out Sunday on the Know It Alls podcast. Be sure to tap in and join us. We'll be having some stuff to talk about. I'm not sure what exactly yet, but it'll be fun. It'll be sports related. It'll be all over the place, maybe. Who knows? Tap in, check it out. But yeah, so with that being said, fellas, about to get out of here, man. If you guys can go real quick. Your Mount Rushmore of Bengals players. Four guys. Tim first.
Best or favorite?
Well,
Tim,
do your favorite.
Mine's gonna be the best and the favorite. Okay. Is going to be Anthony Munoz as number one.
Yeah,
that's your number one favorite Bengal
of all time.
Okay.
And let's see here. Number 2 would be Corey Dillon, one of my favorites. Number 3, I was always a big, and I'm not going to include Joe Burrow in this conversation. This is, in my Bengals history. I was a big Boomer Esiason fan. I loved Boomer. He was always one of my favorite quarterbacks. And number 3, who's no longer a Cincinnati Bengal. He just kind of fell off the face of the earth one day because he had a back injury. He never returned back to the Cincinnati Bengals. Geno Atkins is my number 4, is my defender.
Wow, Geno Atkins makes the list. Okay. So I think you probably got one of who Tim has, B-Dirt. One of his 3 is on your list.
Just
Anthony
one.
Munoz is on my list.
That's one. Yeah.
And I'm going straight favorites.
Okay.
Anthony Munoz 1, James Brooks number 2.
Like Brooks.
Well, yeah, I'm just putting guys on. I'll say the best for last. I am putting Joe Burrow on at 3, and my favorite Bengal of all time, David Fulcher.
There it is. I was waiting for that.
I think with the Steelers, you almost have to do favorites for Mount Rushmore. You get 4 guys. Yeah. I mean, so my favorites would be Rod Woodson 1, Lynn Swann 2, probably Big Ben 3, and 4 would probably be the bus. It's just off the top of my head.
See, and I agree with you on the bus, but I'm also a big Franco Harris fan. I love.
I am too.
Harris. Loved
I am
Franco.
too.
He's a great guy. I've met him, and he's a great guy. I love Franco Harris and Jerome Bettis. Of course, he's a Notre Dame alum.
Yeah. I met Franco too. I met him at the first Obama inauguration.
Troy Polamalu's also one of those guys. Killer on the field, great guy off.
Yeah, Troy Polamalu's there. Yeah, a lot of guys are Mel Blunt. That's why I said I picked my favorite. We don't have to debate it.
And the thing is I'm not a Steelers fan, but my favorite Steelers are Jerome Bettis and Franco Harris.
Yeah. I was saying I met Franco at the Obama's first inauguration. It's so crowded, so cold out there that day.
Mm-hmm.
Got a tap on the back. You know, they have those metal rails to keep people in line and stuff.
Yeah.
Got a tap on my back. I turn around. It's Franco Harris. I'm starstruck. I'm like, Franco, it's Franco. He asked me if I could give him a boost, help him over the rail. Like he was breaking the house, helping him break the law. But yeah, so
the first time I met Franco Harris was I was about 12, 13 years old. We were at a Pittsburgh Pirates game down at Three Rivers. My parents were really good friends with some exec in Pittsburgh, whatever. So us kids would sit behind home plate, and then the parents would sit up in the box seats, right? Well, I'm sitting down there, and I'm like, "Hey, that looks like a professional football player." And I told my brother, I was like, "I think that's Franco Harris." And it sure was. It was Franco. I actually went up to him and I said, "Hey, Mr. Harris, can I have your autograph?" And he signed my Pittsburgh Pirates program. And I met his son too. His son was ginormous at his age, and he was probably maybe the same age as me, and he was probably 6 foot tall, just big boy. So, but yeah, Franco, great guy.
How old were you?
About 12, 13 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was done playing though.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's neat, man. That's neat.
Big Pun says shot Carl Pickens didn't get a mention for the Bengals. Give me 2 or 3 more years of Jamar Chase. I don't even think I put Carl Pickens on the Mount Rushmore of wide receiver.
Yeah, what was that dude's name? Eddie play receiver for you
Eddie
guys.
Brown.
Eddie Brown, yeah.
Eddie Brown from Miami. He was bad.
He might have Carl Pickens. But Carl Pickens had a couple good years.
Well, I'd have Eddie Brown. I would have AJ Green, Chad Johnson, 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
man, Chris Collinsworth too is up there.
4, you could make an argument for Collinsworth or Pickens or whatever, but I think it's going to be Jamar Chase when it's all said and done.
Oh yeah, it will be. It will be. T. Higgins might be on there too. Excuse me.
Isaac Curtis is a good call, Pun.
Yeah, good call. Yeah, man. Claude said you guys both undercover Steeler fans. Hey,
well,
Tim,
I grew up. So my stepdad is a big Pittsburgh Steelers fan. big Pirates fan. He loves Ohio State football. We had friends and family of his that lived in Pittsburgh, so we spent a lot of time in Pittsburgh going to the games, and I never have been a Steelers fan, so it's just something that you live, you grow up with, but it doesn't mean that I had to hop that bus with them. So, but yeah.
Right, I get it. But yeah, so with that being said, we can talk forever.
Yeah.
We'll have one of these topics again another week where we can continue on with Mount Rushmore's a position. So I thought that'd be a different thing just to say. So it's the Mount Rushmore of whatever. We can just be Dirk come here one day and say the Mount Rushmore of sandwiches. And pick all your 4 favorite sandwiches, man, whatever we want.
Last year, didn't we do tailgate
Super Bowl
foods?
food.
Top
Yeah,
5
tailgate
Super Bowl
food.
foods, yeah.
Yep. That was fun. And we did the top Super Bowl shows.
Yep.
Halftime shows. So yeah, with that being said, everybody, thanks for joining us. Until next Friday on here. Go ahead, B Dirk, shout out, plug, running through the jungle real quick.
Run through the jungle. Sometimes it's on, sometimes it's not. It's just a guess. But
hit the notification and you'll know.
You'll know. If you hit that notification, you'll get notified as soon as we go on. Listen, we'll get back to normal. I was out again this week.
That's what he said a couple weeks ago too.
But the problem is, listen, I'll let everybody behind the curtain. The problem is Tim and Justin were able to run the old platform. The new platform.
Oh yeah, you're right.
The new platform, I don't even know how to run it. So it's just kind of a guessing game right at the moment. We're figuring it out. We're going to have it done before the season. We'll be good to go.
Maybe.
There you go. And with that.
Big E Brocco. Hold on a second. You got a good one. He said, running through the jungle is like the Bengals. Sometimes I hit, most of the times they don't. Sometimes they hit, most of the time they don't.
True story.
It's like our defense. You never know what you're going to get.
Like a box of chocolates. And with that, guys, we're out.
Let's go.
Mamba out.